Okay, hey guys. So like I said, this is the Fenix E12. And before we jump to the specs, I'm just going to show you guys the box in which I received it. So I'm going to put the flashlight aside real quick. So here's the box that I received it in. Fenix really secures their box very well. There was no point where I could open it, so I just had to rip it open from this side. I usually like to keep my boxes pretty organized, pretty well organized, try to open them neatly, but there was no possibility on this. I had to rip it open because it was just all compressed closed. So yeah, you have basically quick details on the flashlight in the back, measurements. You have the ANSI FL1 standards, peak beam intensity, waterproof and such not, but we're gonna jump to that right away. Inside the box came the Fenix warranty card, the instruction manual for Fenix. So closed, it's going to be like this, and it comes in 3 languages: German, Chinese, I believe, and English. I'll put that aside. And also for your flashlight, Fenix lanyard and a spare O-ring. It's always nice to have a spare O-ring. You never know what can happen to yours. Whether one forgets to maybe lubricate it, or probably rips, tears apart, loses it, whatever happens, you have a spare one. That's always good to have. About the Fenix lanyard, the fabric which it's made of is very soft, so it's actually quite comfortable on your skin. The only thing that I have to that I really don't like about this lanyard is that there is no choking point. But that's not a big. It's not a big issue, With some paracord, you can create your own choking point to keep your flashlight really attached to your wrist. Also, the fabric won't pull your hair, so it's not rubberized in any way. So it won't. It's really not bothering or irritating in any way. And there's also a mini logo. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, Fenix puts their logo on there. And coming back to the flashlight. So the specs of this flashlight, it has 3 modes: low, medium, and high. So its low mode is 8 lumens, run for 22 hours. Medium mode is 50 lumens, and it will run for 3 hours and 30 minutes. And the high mode is 130 lumens, and it will run for up to 1 hour. The peak beam distance is 289 feet, and in meters it is 88. The peak beam intensity, or the candela, is 1936. It is impact resistant for up to 1 meter. However, Fenix understates, or at least, they understate their type of ratings, just to be sure. So I'm pretty sure that this can really go up to 1.5, at least 1.5 meters impact resistance. And going on, but ANSI FL1 standard declares 1 meter, so I'm going to tell you only what ANSI FL1 is saying. So impact resistance of up to 1 meter. And one thing that I love is the IPX8 2 meter waterproof rating on this. So yeah, this little guy has IPX8 and is waterproof for up to 2 meters. Now I'm going to take the flashlight apart real quick just to show you the body. So here's your head. Great internals. It has an anti-polarity battery blocker in there. And I'm going to take out my AA battery, which is an Eneloop Pro. So yeah, I keep a rechargeable battery in here. So just to show you how compact this flashlight is, this is the AA battery, and here's your body, the body of the flashlight. So basically it's the cover for a AA battery, just to give you an idea of how small it is, this flashlight. Talking about the batteries, this flashlight accepts 3 different types of AA batteries. So your normal alkaline brand, your rechargeable, which is recommended by Fenix, and it also accepts the non-rechargeable lithium AA battery. So whether you have one or the other, or maybe you have a rechargeable batteries, but you couldn't make it in time to recharge them, you can throw in a lithium battery. You could throw in a normal AA alkaline. So that's really cool. It's very versatile in that type of in the battery mode, on a search for a good battery, which one suits you best. Obviously, with different batteries, you will get different runtimes and different output lumens. So going on with the specs, the diameter of the head is 90 millimeters and the body is 90. The length of the body is 90 millimeters. The material construction, so the material which is used on the body, is an aerograde aircraft aluminum with a type 3 hard anodizing abrasive finish. So very, very nice. As you can see, there's a texture right there on the grip. It's made of, looks like diamonds. So a lot of small diamonds. The feel is very nice. It is not bothering to the hand, not too smooth, not too aggressive. Very nice. You have an empty spot over here for a laser engraving. Whether you want to put the name of, you want to name your own flashlight or maybe put your own name, whatever you want. So there's an empty space and then you have your Fenix logo right here. The flashlight can stand in candle mode. So candle mode is basically when your flashlight, the tail cap is down, the flashlight is up, and you know, it doesn't wobble or anything like that. So stay still. The tail cap button on the back is slightly recessed, but that doesn't mean that you won't have a problem on pressing it. So it's protected by these two guards on the side, which are just slightly higher, and that is what lets you keep it on candle mode and at the same time protect your button from a fall. So if it was to fall, you know, straight down vertical, you would have these guards that will protect your button. I've had this flashlight for over a year, and just to show you the texture that is on the button, it is still perfect. It is still as if it was new. There's no type of sign of usage or any disappearance of the little shapes and sizes that you have on the on the click button. So it's a very good rubber, whatever they're using, and it will last you a long time. What else to say? What this flashlight is recommended for. So a lot of people are probably asking, who would this flashlight be for? What is it recommended for? I recommend it for everyday use, but just to specify, not to always keep on you. A lot of people, it's not a problem if you keep it with you, but one of the problems is that if you have tight pockets or maybe if you're pretty sensitive in your pockets, you know, you're used to sleek, slim type of flashlights, AAA type of flashlights, this might bother you just a bit. But to keep it in a glove compartment in your truck or maybe in your room by your nightstand, I keep this in my bug out bag as my third flashlight. So if my primary and my secondary flashlight were to go out, you know, or maybe get lost or anything was to happen to that, I have this to back me up. So I keep this in my bug out bag. I've used it for about 3 months as an EDC, have had no problems with it. I'm just not bothered by the size or by the weight or whatever in my pocket. A lot of people are a little bit more pocket sensitive. You want maybe rectangle or square type looks, or maybe for example, like your phone, it doesn't bother you because it's flat. This being circular, being a tube, a lot of people can feel it and probably won't like to carry it around. So they're probably more attracted to the sleeker type of a flashlight. But anyway, I do recommend it as an everyday carry. So whether you're at work or whether you want to use it for, like I said, at your nightstand or keep it in your backpack, whatever you use it for, it is, and it was created for an EDC type flashlight. But it also works great outdoors. So when you're in pitch black dark, you know, when you're hiking, the 50 lumen does really help you out and you get a good run time out of that. And just in case something happens, you have your 130 lumens. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend this as your primary flashlight if you're going hiking outdoors. You should, I recommend having at least 3 flashlights on with you. It's very important to just have light in the dark and not remain without. Going on with some details that I forgot, the LED of the flashlight is a Cree XP-E2, and the lens is called by Fenix a total efficiency effective lens, I believe. So I'm just going to check that out real quick in the instruction manual, see what they say. And Yeah, the Fenix calls it a high efficiency total reflection lens. So I really don't know the material of what it's made of. I don't know if it's polycarbonate. It's not cheap plastic, that for sure. But it is easy to clean, and this has fallen a couple of times on concrete, in the mud, in puddles of water. I've tested this flashlight out in sub-zero temperatures, in hot, humid type nights, summer nights. I've took this on all of my hiking trips ever since I got it, and it's always kept up fine, no problems at all. You know, it's easy to clean, and it just has a great look to it, great feel, great everything. So the price, I got this on Amazon at $23. A lot of people, when it comes to Fenix, me included, I would love to have a lot of Fenix flashlights. It's just that one of the problem with Fenix is just that they're, because of the quality, so you get what you pay for, but the quality, it is, because it's a high type of quality, you are going to pay a high type of budget, you know. So this costed $23. For this price, you can probably get another type of flashlight from a different type of brand that stores 2 AA batteries, just for an example of the quality of Fenix. But that's what I like about Fenix. They put their flashlights through extreme tests. They have machines in their industry which their flashlights are inserted, and they basically just put it through a very stressful type of environment. So some are blasted with sand, others are put into water, ice. You have then you also have a machine that just knocks the flashlight around. You know, there's a box that keeps on moving at high velocity, and your flashlight, the Fenix flashlight, is bouncing around everywhere. So that's to make sure that the battery won't, that the LED won't flicker when it falls down or when it hits, when it gets an impact. Then I believe there's also the test for the clicky. So there's the flashlight is positioned in a way so that a mechanism just keeps on clicking the tail cap an infinite number of times just to test the resistance, the quality, the breaking point, etc., etc. So they really take pride and time and a lot of patience and just put a lot of great quality in their flashlights. And I'm proud to own a Fenix. I've heard about it a lot before ordering it. This was my first flashlight order from Amazon, and I'm very happy with this. I keep my best quality flashlights in my bug out bag along with all the other items. You know, you always keep your best quality knife that will never fail on you, your best quality jacket, whatever. You in your bug out bag, you're gonna keep your best stuff. This is in my bug out bag because I trust Fenix, and I mean, just the size of this, it fits perfectly into one of the pockets for the pens. So not a problem with that. And yeah, highly recommend this flashlight. Great flashlight. I've had a lot of fun with it, whether you use it for an EDC or a backup outdoor light. It is great. 2 thumbs up to Fenix. And for any questions, you know, leave it in the comments below. Not sure if I said it in the beginning of the video, but the Fenix E12, so you have your E that stands for Economical Powerhouse, the series of Fenix, and the 12 is the upgrade from the E11. So it's I guess it's, if you want to call it, it's the E11, its older brother. So this is the younger brother, or vice versa, whatever you want to call it. So anyway, another great EDC flashlight, highly recommended, great quality, and yeah, thanks for watching. Any questions, leave it in the comments, and do subscribe if you like my reviews and you want to see other flashlight reviews. I'm coming up with another flashlight review of the Fenix LD41. Oops, the box is a little bit too big, so there's the LD41. So this is coming out next time. I'm going to do another review on that, and many other flashlights. So thank you, and stay safe. Have a good one.